Hey, what's going on, guys? So today we're dropping the Breaking Bad season 2 review. Obviously, it's been a little bit since the first one, but we don't want to drop like the same videos every single
Yeah, of
day.
course.
So we're just taking a little bit of time before we drop.
We're just recording it right now. It's probably gonna come out like a week from now, perhaps.
Yeah, probably. So just a quick heads up. This video's gonna have some spoilers. So yeah.
Sure.
All right. So let's just get straight into it. So first of all, the season starts off great. You know what I'm saying? You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, it starts off with the Tuco, continuing the Tuco storyline. You know, like Tuco ends up the first season killing somebody right in front of them.
Yeah.
So they're paranoid. They're like, oh my goodness. This shows Walter and Jesse like, bro, we're in on our heads right now. We're dealing with people that are willing to kill you just for little disagreement, for people that are crazy in the head. Because obviously, like, everybody there is a villain. No, not everyone. I wouldn't say villain. Everybody's bad because of selling meth.
Yeah.
There's different levels of how crazy and bad people are. And Tuco, like I said, is one of the it's the craziest one.
Guy, yeah.
It's the craziest one out of all of them. The most unpredictable one out of all of them.
And that's what makes him such a compelling villain because he's so scary.
Dude, that episode that we meet Hector, and then there's so much tension in that episode. You don't know one of them is gonna die. They were actually thinking of killing Jesse.
Oh, yeah.
Before,
Yeah,
they have said it. They were thinking of killing Jesse, and the show would have been super different. Obviously, we're super glad they didn't.
Yeah.
But I think it's just cool how Hank ended up getting involved and he's the one like killed Tuco, and that was like a cool way to tie everything in together. And then obviously that leads to a lot of character development for Hank, because we talked last review about how Hank, you know, he's this confident guy, he's always flexing, but then he's actually affected by killing somebody.
Yeah.
You wouldn't expect that. You would think that he was just brushed it off because he has seen so many dead bodies. But it shows that, bro, like a lot of the confidence that he shows is a show. Like he's showing off for people. But inside, he's actually a compassionate guy, and he gets affected by killing somebody just like everybody else.
Yeah, no, this is a great just character development for Hank. This is probably the season that we really start rooting for Hank and really loving, what Hank becomes and stuff.
And yeah, like this season, I obviously still like it, but you might say that this is the worst season on the show. Not even because it's bad, of course. Just because it's slow. You know, right after the whole thing with Tuco happens, it slows down a lot.
I think maybe they could have either done that in the end of season 1 or something, because it does like, it's not even that the whole season is slow. It's just basically that happens in the beginning, and then it's like nothing.
Dude, I think it happens for a minute.
Which is I think that's a slight negative.
Like that, the next 2 episodes is like, Walter faking the fuse state, Jesse, not having anywhere to live, struggling, he was pretty much homeless. And then Jesse ends up finding the house, thankfully, because he gets his money back. And then you have Walter and Jesse trying to figure out how they're gonna make money. But they get Badger and Skinny Pete to like sell drugs around. Combo too, but Combo ends up dying.
Yeah, which is a really big wake up call for them.
Dude, that is, because obviously Walter didn't care that much because Walter was already like starting to break bad. Yeah. But it's one of Jesse's best friends. That was the moment that they were like, bro, like our action. That was the first time that one of their actions killed one of their friends, somebody they actually cared about. We get so many introductions. We get
Gus.
No, but I forgot that Jane is in the season. Obviously, she's only in the season. Yeah. But we get Gus, we get Mike, and we get Saul.
We got a bunch of great characters.
Dude, those are a trio that after Walter and Jesse, those are the 3 main characters.
We'll talk a little bit about them. First of all, let's just start off with Jane. I know you didn't really like her that much.
Yeah, I didn't really like it. Like, I liked her at first. I liked her with Jesse, but then as soon as towards the end, she started becoming like an antagonist to Walt.
I think they rushed her becoming a drug addict a little bit. I will say that. That's another negative that I will say. When how she becomes like a super addicted.
I mean, look. I mean, that's how it is in real life. Somebody can be good for months, but then one thing takes you off. Like, it brings you right back into addiction.
But I get what you're saying about they did make her an antagonist for Walter. And
at that point, we were like still like rooting for Walter. Yeah. I mean,
so I didn't even care when she died.
Nah, she died. It's funny because people were like, "Oh, in this season, Walter does something that's so bad that's gonna make you hate him."
Nah, bro.
Well, look, what he did was wrong. But it's like it was towards a character I didn't even like. Towards the end, I didn't even like her with Jesse, so I was like, "Oh shit," not that I feel you. Yeah, but I understand why he did it. Yeah. It was still wrong. It doesn't excuse it, but I understand why you did it. Well, this is when Walter's like this is the first horrible thing that Walter does, letting Jane die, and then it leads to her dad making the planes crash.
Yeah,
which all of those deaths are kind of on Walter, like indirectly in a way. So yeah, I mean that has been teased. That was teased the whole season.
Yeah, since the beginning.
What?
Since
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how you just see that teddy bear and it ended up being such a big thing that happens towards the end. Let's just talk about Saul's introduction, but fire. Super.
Fire. And it's cool how it ties into Better Call Saul.
But yeah, like Saul immediately just steals the show.
Yeah.
Because everybody in Breaking Bad except Jesse, everybody's like pretty dull.
Yeah.
So immediately you get this guy's like caricature that's like a cartoon, like making jokes nonstop. And then you have that great scene that they take him out to a desert and you have three of them together. You have the three main characters of Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul talking to each other. And then that scheme that he pulls to get Badger like off and everything. So you can see this how smart he is.
Yeah.
And he ends up like, it's funny because when he first pulled up, I wasn't sure how much is gonna be in Breaking Bad, but then you realize that he's one of the main characters. He always coming up.
And the next one, Gus. So we don't really get introduced to Sus.
Gustavo, but you can call me Sus.
We don't really get introduced to Gus as a villain. He actually becomes, I guess, more of like a helper.
Like part of the team.
Yeah, part of the team. But you see how smart he is and how he has everything perfect.
He has control over everything. He has even like himself. Like I was like,
and he's a great mirror to Walter because I think he is what Walter wants to be.
Yeah.
And they're great because they're both super intelligent men. And I think there's a lot of respect there between both.
Definitely. It's funny because Walter's more reckless than Gus. He wants to be Gus so badly, and we'll see that towards the end that he really, really wanted to be like Gus. And when they first meet, Gus is like, "Oh, I don't trust your judgment because of Jesse, because he has somebody that Jesse's unpredictable. He is really emotional guy." And Gus is like, "Bro, I don't want to mess with you like that." But then you can definitely tell, like you were saying, that he ends up respecting Walter.
Yeah.
And even when they hit each other later on, he didn't kill him because he knows how valuable he is.
Yeah.
4 Days Out, I think it's one of the best episodes of the whole show. This is the best Walter and Jesse episode that actually getting along. You see Walter kind of show his regrets, and then right after this episode, he gets the news that his cancer is like getting better, and everybody's happy. But you see how it's a good thing, but also a bad thing because he was doing this whole like drug thing because he thought he was gonna die.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, oh, I'm doing bad things. Yeah, I'm doing bad things, but I'm not gonna have to deal with the consequences. But now he's kind of like, bro, I'm already so deep in this I might as well just like continue.
Yeah.
And then I think that was that moment that his cancer started getting better. That's when like, you know what, bro, like it set him down the path, which is like continuing to break bad. And that scene that he punches the thing in the bathroom.
Yeah.
It's crazy because, bro, this man just got told, bro, you have a chance of living, but he's upset about it. Yeah. But you understand why he's upset.
But that's like incredible. Right?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like that's what I was like.
Thank you guys so much for watching the Breaking Bad season 2 review. Obviously, the first one we obviously talked more because it was really we were getting introduced to all the characters.
But at this point, we already know most of the characters.
Yeah, so we were just really talking about specific story points, specific things that happened, and just our thoughts about it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe, like, and comment. Peace out.
Peace out, bro.
Bye.
Super live.